sensei friends, welcome to sword yoga. So this is a thing I've been working on for a little while now. It is a basic yoga flow that's a variation of sun salutation. I am calling sword salutation because I'm a nerd, and it is very specifically focused on opening the hips for what is like the more reminiscent of a historical lunge footwork, where the toes are pointed out and back on the back foot. So very specific thing that I personally have been working on, and so it's part of what I incorporated into my yoga practice, and so I'm going to show you that. That being said, I'm not a yoga instructor, and not everything I'm doing is going to be perfect, because this is for my learning and practice as well that I'm just sharing with you guys. Alright, so sword salutation. So if you have a yoga mat, you're going to go ahead and come to the front of your mat. I'm going to try and turn both ways as much as I can to show this. So you're going to come to the front of the mat with your feet just about hip width apart. You just want to kind of stack your skeletal structure is what we're going to be focusing on. And this is getting all of our bones aligned and then trying to strengthen the muscle to surround that correct alignment. So feet about hip width apart, knees soft, pelvis tucked, shoulders over the hips, arms down, and just like this strong, stable, like nothing standing pose. Okay, so that's how we're gonna start at the top of your mat. Then you're gonna bring your hands to your heart and raise your hands to the sky. Follow them up with your eyes. Once your hands are up, let your fingers fall apart and they can float down to the sides. Remember to keep your knees soft here. Hinge at the waist as your arms continue down, and just let the weight of them hang. Bend your knees as much as you want and come into this forward fold. And you're going to straighten, come halfway up, straighten the legs a little bit to give them a little bit of a stretch, and come in a flat back. So I put my hands on my thighs here. Take off this so that you guys can see better. I put my hands on my thighs here. And then I just imagine you have like a string coming out the top of your head. It goes all the way down your spine, and you just want that string to pull and lengthen through your spine here for just a moment. And then relax back down in a forward fold. From here, you're gonna bring your hands to the ground, palms flat, fingers wide, bend the knees a lot, and take a big step or hop if you want, back into plank. Go ahead and slowly lower yourself down to the ground, and then straighten the arms to push up into a cobra or an upward dog. Now remember not to scrunch your shoulders up here. Bring them down, pulling your shoulder blades together. And then you're going to tuck your toes under and just push up into downward dog. And so here you can have your knees bent as much as you want. You want to focus on lengthening through the arms and the back and the spine, kind of like pushing your butt to the air and not scrunching your shoulders up. You can pedal your feet a little and kind of work on that stretch in the legs. And then when you're ready, go ahead and look up between your hands and take a big step with your right foot forward to meet your hands. And if you need to, kind of like scoot it up a little more. You want to have like a pretty straight bottom half of your leg here. And so then lower your back knee. Bring your hands up from the ground, straighten your torso. Hands on the knee here, or wide if you want to stretch open the chest. Head and neck soft. And then just sink into that hip a little bit. Have a nice little stretch. And breathe. And back up. Stretch back into this leg. I kind of just sit your butt on your back heel there. Just stretch for a moment. And then you're gonna release here. So raise your back knee. And then hop back again into downward dog. All right, again, bend the knees, look up between your hands, and now we're gonna step the left foot forward. And I'm gonna switch sides so you guys can see. So, okay, I'm in my runner's lunge here. I'm gonna lower my back knee, bring my hands to my knee, chest open, dropping that hip for a little bit of a stretch. Maybe scooting my foot up a little if it's not in a good spot. All right, and then sit back on your right foot and stretch out the left leg a little bit. And then roll the weight back forward, hands back to the ground, raise the back knee, and hop back in a downward dog again. Now rest here for a second, just take a breath, and then when you're ready, start walking, or you can just hop right back up to the front of your mat. And we're gonna do that again and change it a little. All right. So once you're at the front of your mat again, you'll be in your forward fold again. And go ahead and slowly roll up through the spine and find that like strong posture that you had at the beginning when we started. All right, once you're there, bring the hands to the heart. Then up, wide, dive down, and then let the weight of the arms pull you. Just stretch out the back of your shoulders. Breathe a couple times here. Remember, you can have your knees bent as much as you want here, so don't worry about stretching the legs, but you can also straighten them more if you want to, if you would benefit from that stretch. Do what your body needs. All right, half up to flat back. And back down to forward fold. Bring the hands to the earth. Bend the knees. Hop or step back into plank. Lower. And push up into cobra, upward dog. Tuck the toes and come up into downward dog. Bend the knees, look forward between the hands, and take a big step with the right foot. All right, this one's gonna be a little different, and I might talk a little more for this, so if you need to come out of that pose at any time, please do so. Okay, so we are in this runner's lunge here, okay? Now we're gonna switch into warrior two pose. So your front leg basically stays the same, but I'm gonna straighten it for the moment to show the rest. My back foot, I'm on my toes right now, but what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pivot on my toes and bring my heel in so that now my left toes are pointing to the left and my right toes are pointed forward. And if I were still sunken into this knee as much as I was, I'd be here. And then all I'm gonna do is bring my arms up here, put my shoulders over my hips, and just, if you're not already, sink back into this knee. Don't lean here. Stack the shoulders, and then just gaze out over your right hand. All right. I'm gonna shake it out because I was there for a while. Whew. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and come out of that. So as we're here, all we're gonna do is lean down, lower the right hand to the ground, And bring the left hand down. Move your back foot to square the hips again. And then hands to the earth. We're gonna hop the right foot back again. Okay? In a downward dog. When you're ready, bend the knees, look forward between the hands, and step the left foot up. All right, now we're gonna repeat that on the left side. So, I'm going to leave my left foot, my front foot. I'm going to turn my back foot. My heels should be about in line with each other right now. And then I'm going to raise the arms, shoulders over hips, and into that front knee. Gazing out over the left hand. All right, just take a breath here and feel balanced and strong. Find where it feels balanced. That's what this is about. When you're ready, bring the left hand to the ground, followed by the right hand. Turn and then hop back. And downward dog again. And then step up to the top of your mat to forward fold. As you're ready, breathe in and slowly roll back up. Last one. Also has the most talking. All right, so we're here. Mountain pose. Hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in. And raise the hands up. Let the arms relax. Knees bent. Half up to flat back. Back down again. Hands to the earth. And then step back into plank. Lower. Up into cobra. Tuck the toes. And up into downward dog. Getting more used to this one probably. So bend the knees, step the right foot forward. All right, same as last time. We're gonna rotate the back foot. And we're gonna come up to right about here. Now, this is where I have transformed this to hopefully help me with my lunge. So, I take my right foot right now, my front foot, and take it just about an inch or two to the outside, so to my right. Just like, that's good. I just want my heels to be a little less in line than they were, and that helps me with my balance when I'm fighting. From here, I would like lean. Okay. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna do my warrior two pose again. So just like I was before. And in warrior two, you're very, very planted in your feet, but we're gonna change that. So remember before when I said don't lean? Imagine now that in the middle finger of your right hand, there's a string. It's coming out of that finger, goes all the way down your arm, spine, into my hips, and into my back foot. But it goes into my big toe of my back foot. So what happens when I pull here? Like if I want to stab somebody, is because of the way my hips are right now, I can't lean much further than this. That starts to hurt. So what I'm gonna do, shake it out a little. What I'm gonna do is from this warrior two pose, try to pick the weight up out of your heels, just a little. Try to put the weight on the balls of your feet, more like when you're fencing. And then feel that string pull. And then now that the weight of your back foot is no longer in your heel, in the ball of your foot. Let that string pull you a little, and pull all the way down your bone structure. And I pivoted on my back toes, on the ball of my foot, and now this is more like where I want my hips to be for the type of like historical lunge that I'm trying to do. Is where if I were fighting here, this foot is pointed back and I get to this. Okay, so, whew. So we're here, that this just pulled us, right? Try not to lock my knees. Try not to lock your knees also. Now that you feel that, we're gonna come back to the ground, come out of this just like we did with the warrior 2. So kind of step the right foot back into downward dog. Now we're gonna do the other side. So bend the knees, hop the left foot up. I'm gonna turn around. All right, so I'll go over it again on this side. So we're in this runner's lunge. Back heel comes in, back toes are pointed out. Front foot moves a couple inches to the outside, so my heels are not in alignment as they were. Arms come up, my shoulders are still stacked over my hips. Sink into that front knee. Bring the weight out of the heels, into the balls of the feet. And now start to lean and let the string pull you. And try to find this spot. It's gonna be different than the other side. My hips are very different on both sides, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix that, or at least how to make that work. So, okay. Come back down. Hop back into your downward dog. Knees bent. And now look forward and just slowly lower the knees to the ground. And just either with your knees together, or you can put them wide. Just come into a child's pose. So stretch the arms out in front of you, and then just lower your head to the earth. All right, hopefully other people can get something out of that. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully your hips are not too sore tomorrow. Please post and ask any questions you have. You know, if there's something that needs clarification, I kind of did try to go through it relatively quickly, so it's not a super long video, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want me to go further into it and do a longer one or not. Whatever. All right, thanks for watching.